channel. Well, tonight it is almost nighttime because I wait till the last minute. It takes me all day to decide what the hell I want to cook. It's crazy. Anyway, I've been watching videos today and catching up with my friends, but I'm going to make a chicken and okra gumbo. Now, it's called gumbo, but there's actually no roux in it, and I'm going to make it with chicken breast, so it's going to be kind of light. It's a little like chicken soup, but the flour thickens it a little bit, but like I said, there's no roux. I'm going to put some okra, and then I'm going to put some fresh tomatoes from the garden, and I think it's going to be delicious, and I hope you enjoy the video and the recipe. I'll try to prep everything in advance so the video wouldn't be too long, but I appreciate you being here, and I hope you enjoy this. Okay, I'm not very good with the camera work, as you all know, but to start, okay, this is what I have. I have some organic chicken breasts, and I cut them in half the best I could. My knife's not the best. I put a little bit of the, to me, if you don't put a little bit of seasoning on the chicken for a few hours, it doesn't have enough flavor for me. And I put some Louisiana hot sauce on top, and I've been letting that sit for a little while. And what we're gonna do is, actually we're gonna start heating our pot right now. And this is flour. I'm gonna coat them in flour. I'm not gonna put buttermilk or anything, it's gonna be a light coating. And what we put in the flour is just a little bit of garlic, roasted garlic powder, a little bit of kosher salt with Himalayan pink salt. I like to mix those. A little bit of a fresh black pepper. And my husband likes this. It's can you see that? I'm not. Anyway, we're almost out of it. It's a garlic and herb, and you have to grind it. We use that. Almost out of that. And I already showed you the garlic powder, I think. So it's pretty basic for the flour, because you don't want to put too much, because I did season the chicken. So I'm going to mix this up. You don't need a lot of flour. I'm just using plain old all-purpose flour. And I'll show you the ingredients as I go. There's not many, but I'm going to put a little coconut oil in my pan, and I think I'm going to put a little bit of just canola oil. Can you see the pan? And this is that coconut oil I got from Trader Joe's. I love it. But some people just use coconut oil. Once we fry the chicken a little bit, we're going to get rid of most of this oil, actually. We're going to save a little bit to cook our onion and stuff. So let me heat this up and start coating my chicken, and then I will be back to show you the next step. Okay, my oil's, you can put a little bit more oil. And I wanted to say, my father uses a whole chicken cut up. But because I wanted to make this just a little lighter and a little quicker, I'm using chicken breast that I kind of cut up in half. So let's see how hot this is. You don't want it too hot because it will burn the flour, which I am famous for. You just want we're going to just, you don't have to cook it all the way. We just want to brown it a little bit. I probably could let it go a little bit warmer. I didn't want to turn it all the way on high. But that's what I'm going to do. And shake off the excess. Hope you can see that. See, it's just a light coating. I'm just going to, oops. I might have to do this in 2 batches. Let's see. It's a pretty big pot though. I might be able to cram all in here. But I want you to be able to see what I'm just kind of making a mess and just lightly coating them. You could put more coating if you wanted. You could dip them in buttermilk or egg, or if you wanted more of a crust. That's why if you use the whole chicken, the skin does create more of a crust and a little bit more flavor, but I'm going to cheat and use chicken stock. So my fire's on medium high. So I'm going to put this in here. So I'm going to cook these for a little while and then make sure my temperature is okay, and then I will bring you back when I flip them over. I just want to show you how it's looking. I just shoved it all in here. See, you want just that little bit of crust like that. And like I said, you don't want to, it doesn't have to be cooked all the way. That one I put in last. I should have put it last. It's going to be it'll be good just like this. I actually made a video with a little like this, and I used a little chicken broth to thicken the gravy, but I never used, I never made a gumbo with okra in it for video before. And my dad's is so good. I probably shouldn't change his recipe, but I'm just trying to lighten it up a little bit. Plus, chicken does cook a lot quicker. Ella's making the rice, because you know we have to have our rice. So I'm going to let this cook a little while on this side, and then we're going to take it out and go to the next step. My chicken's been cooking for about 5 minutes on this side. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. And you can put it on paper towels if you want. Oh, it's stuck a little bit right there. This is a non-stick pot. Yeah, that's okay. It's going to all fall off anyway. This looks good just like this, guys. And then, looks like I don't have that much oil. You could always skim off the top if it's too much oil for you, or you can pull some out now. But I'm going to leave mine in because I want the flour at the bottom. So we can put the chicken to the side, let it rest. And I still have my fire up. We're going to go ahead and put our onions. This is a yellow onion and a purple onion. I think it might be half of a red onion, but you know, I like a lot of onion. You would also put bell pepper and celery. I think I'm going to skip it. I'm going to go ahead and add a jalapeno that we grew on our little plant. It's still making some, and they're not too hot. So we're going to cook this for a little while. And then you want to deglaze the bottom of the pan. See, that's not much oil at all. In fact, I might add just a little pat of butter. Yep. What do you think, Bud? Just a little bit of butter, give it more flavor. Just about a tablespoon. What are you doing? These aren't right. This is not right. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to cook these down for a little while. I kind of want to cook them down quite a bit. And I still have my fire kind of on high. And we'll be back. The onions are coming along. They're turning a nice little golden brown color. And it smells wonderful. And you can see it's not too much oil. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of garlic now. This is a lot, but I'm not going to add all of it. I'll probably add just, you know how we like a lot of garlic. Probably about 3 teaspoons. I don't know how many cloves that is, but sorry I banged the spoon too. So I'm going to cook this for a second. This is going to go pretty quickly, I hope, because we're hungry. Like I said, I waited till the last minute because I couldn't decide what to make. So let me cook this for a minute, and then we're going to add the next ingredient for a couple minutes. And I probably could have taken out more, and this is optional. I just wanted to use some of the fresh tomatoes from the freezer, and I'll let them defrost, and just thought it would give it a little nice flavor. Just to add more flavor to the little gumbo. So now what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to add my okra next. And like I said, you can add as many vegetables as you want. You could put celery, bell pepper. We're just going to skip it today. And cook this for a second. And then next we'll add the chicken stock. There's always a dilemma about the okra because we don't cook it often. But my dad always puts it in another pot and cooks the slime out of it with a tablespoon of vinegar. I just put it in here. I'm going to cook it for a little while, and I've added a little bit more hot sauce because it does have vinegar in it, or it's made of vinegar. But I'm going to cook it. I usually just add it to my gumbos, and it comes out okay. So that's probably good enough. So I'm going to go ahead and add some chicken stock. And this is salted, so you want to be careful. You might want to use unsalted, actually. I'm just going to pour this in here. All of it. This is not quite full, but it's almost full. And you could make your own chicken stock, or if you had homemade, that would even be better. So let me cook this. Let's see where we are. And I'll bring it back. So a little bit more. Oh, and this one's unsalted. I didn't know that. I'm so happy. I'm going to add about half of it. And when you add the chicken back, it's going to thicken it up a little bit more too. So I'm going to cook this for a little while, and then we'll add the chicken. Add this little chicken bouillon cube, because I find it needs just a little bit more chicken flavor. And it's at a good boil now. I'm going to dissolve that. Then we're going to add the chicken back and cook it for a little while. For about 5 minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken in. And let this cook for a little while. It shouldn't take too long. Well, it shouldn't take too long for it to cook completely. That's for sure, because they're pretty thin. But the crust on the chicken just kind of thickens your gravy. And since I seasoned the chicken in advance, it's going to add a little bit more flavor to the broth. So, and we like to have a lot of meat, as you can tell. So you can add as much liquid as you like. And I saved my flour just in case I have to thicken it a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. It's been cooking about 15 minutes on low, and this is what it looks like. It's getting, the chicken's getting tender, and it's pretty thick, but we have some cornbread in the oven, so we're just going to cook this until that's ready. But you know, a lot of people would say this is not gumbo because it doesn't have roux in it. This is just what my family has always called it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to name it yet, but as soon as the cornbread's ready, we'll do a taste test for you. Here it is. And I already cheated. I did taste it. It's very, very good. It's really light and almost like a light gumbo, like a little bit of a soup. But it's just got the best flavor. You really have to try this recipe. It's one of my favorite things to eat. But I think I say that on every video. This is really good. And you can use the whole chicken. You can use whatever chicken you like. But I hope you enjoyed this video and this recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you next time. Bye.